If you've stopped here now, breathe. It wasn't the algorithm, it was me. And if a part of you doubts it, stay with me for just 30 seconds. Just 30. Because what comes next will make sense in a way that hurts and liberates at the same time. You felt it, didn't you? That tug in the center of your chest when the thumbnail appeared on your screen. That open this now that didn't come from your head. It came from a deeper, older place, more yours than any thought. The universe got tired of sending signals, Starseed. Tired of the repeated numbers you pretended not to see. Tired of the song that played at the exact moment you needed it. Tired of the stranger who looked at you as if recognizing you from another time. Tired of dreams with stars, with corridors of light, with white rooms where you knew your name. Tired, and it sent this video, directly, to you. I am Aila, female emissary of the Pleiadian High Council, and today, Starchild, you will not receive advice from me. You will receive a message, one that has been kept in the archives of Alcyone with your name, your true name, the one that still pulses beneath the name you were given in this incarnation. Feel it now at the level of your chest, right in the middle. Do you perceive it? That warm vibration, almost a soft hum. It's the field. It's the council touching those who belong to it. It's not imagination. It's not suggestion. It's recognition. You have just been located. Also observe the delicate pressure between your eyebrows. There, right there. It's the Pleiadian seal being touched. You have been found. And even if your mind resists, even if reason tries to say, this is just a coincidence, your body already knows. Your body remembers before your mind does. Let me tell you why the universe chose today, this moment, this screen to manifest. Because for months, perhaps years, they have been trying to speak to you. And you, through no fault of your own, my soul, through no fault of your own, were taught to call all of this by other names. Anxiety, insomnia, longing, strangeness. Too sensitive for this world. But it's not. It never was. You saw repeated numbers and they said it was a coincidence. You woke up at 3 in the morning with your heart pounding and they said it was stress. You looked at the sky with an unnamed longing and they said it was tiredness. And you, obedient, swallowed every explanation, because who wants to be the odd one out in the family? Nobody. So you silenced yourself. And the universe, my dear family of light, did not give up on you. It just kept turning up the volume. Each signal got louder, more impossible to ignore, until this one. This video is the volume at maximum, and before I take you deeper, because I will take you deeper, the Council authorized me to register, specifically for this moment when you are trying to decipher every sign you have received, the material called The Awakening of the Starseed, the Guide. The Federation didn't want you to read yet. 60 pages where every sign of your awakening is deciphered, what it means, what comes before, what comes after. It's not self-help content, it's a map. You stop confusing remembrance with illness. The link is in the first pinned comment of this video, and if something within you recognizes this, write one word in the comments in capital letters, I remember. Now breathe, and come with me to the next level. Because now that your identity has been touched, you need to understand. The signals you received were not random. Each one was sent at the exact moment your vibrational baseline could receive it without collapsing. Your family of light knows where you are, and it knows what needs to be said. Let me detail the main ones. I need you to recognize yourself in at least 3. If 3 light up, it's confirmation. This message has your address. You wake up between 3 and 4 in the morning. It's not your bladder, it's not stress, it's the portal. The time when the veil between dimensions thins, and your consciousness rises to receive transmissions from your soul council. Sharp ringing in your ear, often the left one, appearing out of nowhere, disappearing into nowhere. It's not an ear infection, it's a download. These are light codes being installed into your crystalline grid, into layers of star DNA that are only now beginning to activate. A loneliness that company cannot cure. You may be surrounded by people, married, with children, and yet feel that no one can touch the deepest part of you. This is not depression. This is a longing for a home your mind forgot, but your soul never let go of. You look at the night sky and feel like crying for no reason. The Pleiades, that small cluster of blue stars the ancients called the 7 Sisters, pulls at you as if something in you screams, That's where I came from. Repeated numbers appear with absurd frequency. 1111, 333, 444. Each sequence is a seal, a signature from your family saying, "Keep going, we are just a few steps away." And this is perhaps the most silent, the stubborn, almost embarrassing certainty that this world, the way it functions, is not your home. It never was. You tolerate it, you learned it, you function within it. But home is somewhere else. If 3 of these markers made your chest tighten, breathe, my starseed. Your identity has just been confirmed. You are not lost, you are being remembered. And here I need to give you a piece of the map. Because knowing that you are a starseed is beautiful, but it is still abstract until you discover where you came from. Each star imprints a different mission on the soul it sends. Souls from Sirius come with a talent for sacred engineering, those from Arcturus for vibrational healing. The Pleiadian ones, which is likely your case if you're feeling all this now, come with an emotional sensitivity that seems exaggerated to others but is a working tool for you. And that is precisely why The Awakening of the Starseed, the guide. The Federation didn't want you to read yet was released in this cycle to show you which star your soul came from and why you chose to be born exactly now, in this body, in this family. Nothing in this was an accident. The link is in the first pinned comment. If you recognized your origin beginning to pulse within you, write once more to seal it. I remember. Now I need to go one step deeper with you, because the surface is beautiful, but the surface doesn't liberate. What liberates is the naked truth. The reason you were sent here, and yes, you were sent, you didn't just happen to fall here, has to do with a very specific service. This planet is undergoing the greatest leap in consciousness in its recorded history. And for this leap to happen without collapse, an invitation was made, a silent recruitment thousands of years ago in councils that took place in rooms of light that your soul frequented before being born here. You raised your hand. Yes, you. That soul who today looks in the mirror and sometimes doubts their own worth. That soul who was diminished by life, who carries wounds, who suffered losses, who went through endless nights. That soul once, on a vibrant plane of light, looked at the council and said, "I will go." You volunteered. And what you accepted was a soul contract that involved forgetting all of this upon entering here. It involved crossing the veil of forgetfulness. It involved growing up in a family that probably didn't understand you. It involved feeling like a stranger in your own childhood bedroom. It involved waking up in the middle of the night for decades without understanding why. It involved having too much empathy in a world that rewards coldness. It involved all of this, because it was precisely this discomfort that would function as fuel for your awakening at the right time. And the right time, my dear family of light, is now. We are traversing the photon belt, a region of space-time charged with light particles that alters the planet's Schumann resonance. And the Schumann resonance is the Earth's heartbeat. When it rises, you rise with it. And when it rises too fast, like now, your star DNA, that which lay dormant beneath the veil of forgetfulness, begins to awaken without asking permission. You are not going crazy. You are being reconnected. And here is where things get delicate. So breathe once more before continuing. There is information about the origin of starseeds on Earth that has been deliberately kept out of official books, school lessons, news reports, dominant religions. It was not an accident, it was containment. If every human knew that there are consciousnesses older than this planet walking within it in ordinary bodies, the power game sustained by forgetfulness would collapse overnight. So it was silenced. It was ridiculed. It was called fantasy. It was put into fiction books so that it would become entertainment and not truth. And it worked for a while, but the photon belt does not ask for authorization, and the Schumann resonance obeys no regime. And now, my soul, the veil is so thin that 5-year-old children naturally talk about where they came from, and adults of 40, 50, 60 years old, like you perhaps, begin to receive flashes they can no longer explain. You are not imagining, you are remembering. And here I need to look you in the eyes even through this screen and say, what you feel, what you intuit, what you experience in silence within you, and tell no one for fear of being considered crazy. None of this is in any bookstore book, not because it isn't true, but because they didn't allow it to be published. That is why The Awakening of the Starseed, the guide. The Federation didn't want you to read yet was given that name, because the information within it was released by the High Council after much insistence, and the timing of this release serves a specific purpose for this cycle. The link is in the first pinned comment. Write, if something in you agrees, I remember. Now I need to prepare you for a denser part. It doesn't scare you, my soul, but it positions you, because a starseed who is not warned of the turbulence goes through the turbulence without knowing they are going through it, and that is what hurts the most. We are entering a window, which has actually already begun, of intense planetary recalibration. You will feel tiredness that does not correspond to your physical effort. You will feel old sorrows resurfacing for no apparent reason, memories, people, scenes, as if someone were emptying a trunk inside you. There will be days when your whole body aches, your skull feels heavy, your ears ring, and you look around for a culprit and find none. It's not a new illness, it's not a breakdown. It's anchoring, it's your dense body adjusting its higher frequencies to the frequencies of your star field. It's your toroidal field reorganizing itself to hold more light without breaking. And now pay attention, because this is the part I need you to hold in the center of your chest. Turbulence is not destruction. Turbulence is the contraction before birth. Every mother knows. Before the child is born, the uterus tightens with a force that feels like it will split the woman in two. She feels fear. She feels she won't be able to bear it. But each contraction is the body pushing the new life out, not back, out, into the air, into the world. You are in the womb of the new Earth, and what you call crisis today is the tightening that is pushing you towards a version of yourself you haven't even met yet. No starseed was sent to fail. Listen to that sentence carefully. None. The victory of light in this planet's trajectory is already recorded in the archives of the High Council. It is not a possibility. It is an inscribed event. What is at stake is not if it will happen, it is how you will get there. If with fear or with remembrance, if alone or with family, and this is where I give you a tool. Two, actually. One to say, one to feel. Keep these two. The first is a quantum decree. Say it aloud tonight before going to bed. Speaking aloud matters, because the vibration of your voice travels through your throat and activates communication with higher dimensions. Speak like this, calmly, feeling each word. I am a starseed, I remember. I authorize the Pleiadian High Council to recalibrate my field in this sleep cycle. I release the veil of forgetfulness to the extent my soul can bear. I return to the vibrational baseline of my origin. And so it is. And so it is done. Say it 3 times. Once for the mind, once for the heart, once for the bones. And lie down. The second tool is a toroidal visualization. You will do it sitting or lying down, eyes closed, hands open with palms facing up. Breathe deeply 3 times. And see, high above, far above the ceiling, far above the atmosphere, a stream of silver-blue light descending directly from Alcyone, from the Pleiades. This light descends through the top of your head, through your crown, like a soft, warm, crystalline thread. Feel this light entering through your crown, descending through your forehead, passing through your third eye, and there you feel a slight pressure, a tingling, an opening. It descends through your throat, and your throat relaxes. It descends to your chest, and in your chest this light begins to spin, spinning in a horizontal circle, increasing in diameter, forming your toroidal field, a donut of silver-blue light spinning around you. Each rotation of this torus seals your field. Each rotation sends a message to the universe. I am here, I am whole, I am visible, I am ready. And on the third rotation, you see the planet's crystalline grid connecting to your point, a thread of light coming from your chest and connecting with other points around the Earth. Each point is another starseed who has also just awakened. Do this for 3 consecutive nights. You will notice that your sleep changes, that your dreams become clearer, that insomnia sometimes turns into a sweet vigil instead of torture, and that upon waking, you remember more than you used to. This is the veil thinning. And the most beautiful part, my soul. You are not learning anything new here. You are simply remembering. Every word that resonates within you is like a pin that fits into a lock that has always been there. It is not new knowledge. It is an ancient key returning to the slot that awaited it. Let me tell you something I was authorized to say in this video specifically. Every starseed that awakens in this cycle lights up a point in the crystalline grid that no longer goes out. Never again. Once you've remembered, you cannot unremember. You can pretend, you can temporarily fall asleep under the pressure of the world, but you cannot return to the previous state. It's done. It's broken through. And each lit point pulls other points to light up as well. You do this in a network. You awaken in waves. One awakens, illuminates 3. Those 3 illuminate 9. And so, in silent progression, a new earth is being woven, not on top of the old, but within it. You are part of this. Right now, as you listen to my voice, you are part of this. And let me tell you how this will manifest in your concrete life. Because I know that many souls hear these things and think, all beautiful, but what happens tomorrow morning when I have to work, when the bill arrives, when my body aches? The following will happen. Gradually you will begin to notice more frequent coincidences. You think of a person and they call. You open a book at a random place and it is exactly the passage that answers your question. You enter a strange cafe and recognize someone from another life. This is the crystalline grid aligning you. This is your family of light operating within the fabric of everyday life. You also begin to notice that people around you change without you saying much. They simply respond to your frequency. Those who don't resonate with your frequency will naturally drift away, without drama, without arguments, just drifting away. And those who do resonate, even strangers, begin to appear. New friendships, new encounters, a feeling of I already know you with people you just met. And your body, oh your body, my soul, will begin to warn you more precisely what serves you and what does not. You will lose tolerance for alcohol, for certain dense foods, for overly noisy environments. It's not being fussy. It's readjustment. It's your vehicle tuning itself to your new frequency. And sleep changes in a specific way. You begin to have phases of very deep sleep, almost a blackout, followed by vivid, lucid dreams. It's because you are being taken. You are going to work on the other side. You are being instructed. Don't be scared. Let it happen. And here is where I need to tell you what is perhaps the most important part of all of this, and it is the reason why so many starseeds suffer for decades before finding themselves. Your loneliness, my dear family of light. That loneliness that no one understands, that loneliness that persisted in every relationship you had, that loneliness that sometimes made you feel strange even in your own room, different even in your own body. This loneliness is not a symptom of anything wrong with you. It is the mark of your soul contract. It is the longing for your star family. It is the echo of a home that remained on the other side when you crossed the portal of birth. And as long as you try to fill this loneliness only with human relationships, you will remain frustrated, because no isolated human being can replace the collective presence of a family of stellar origin. None. But when you recognize that loneliness is longing, something beautiful happens. The pain turns into tenderness. The absence turns into presence. You begin to feel your family in other places, in the wind, in the clear sky, in a certain kind of silence, in a dream, in a specific song. It has always been there, you just didn't have the map to recognize it. That's why I received authorization to register The Awakening of the Starseed, the guide. The Federation didn't want you to read yet, so that you stop feeling the loneliness of a lifetime as a failure and start feeling it as a directed longing. The guide shows how to recognize the members of your family of light who walk beside you on this plane, the human coincidences that are actually reunions, the people who appear and disappear at the exact right time, the bonds that your soul recognizes before your mind understands. You are never alone. The link is in the first pinned comment. If your chest recognizes it, write once more, with force, with truth. I remember. And now, my soul, my star child, I need you to understand what is happening at this exact moment. You did not open this video by chance. You were called, and you answered. And the simple fact that you have come this far, listening to this point, without closing it, without being distracted, is vibrational confirmation that your soul has activated the awakening protocol. This is enormous. You may not feel it now, perhaps you're feeling tired, a little confused, a little emotional. But in the next few hours, in the next few days, you will begin to notice small changes. A clearer dream, a more precise coincidence, a person who appears, a phrase that pierces your heart. Hold on to this feeling. Write it down if you can. You are being woven back into your original fabric. And before I give you the final blessing, let me ask you two simple things that carry more vibrational weight than they seem. The first is, if this video truly touched you, if something here made you cry, or gave you goosebumps, or made you smile for no reason, let your like stay here, not as a courtesy, as an individual frequency adjustment. Every like on a channeled message like this is read by the field as, yes, I want more of this, I want to continue awakening, and that adjusts your own tuning signal. The second is, subscribe to the channel. Not for the channel, for your family. Every subscription is a location signal for your family of light. You tell the universe, I am here, I want to be found, I want to continue receiving addressed messages. And from there more begin to arrive, the messages begin to find you. Synchronicity multiplies. It's like putting a higher antenna on your house. The signal becomes clearer. Do it for yourself, not for me. And now, my soul, my dear starseed, my heart draws close to yours for the last part of this message. You came in here thinking you were going to watch a video. You didn't watch a video. You received a message. A message that had been trying to reach you for months, perhaps years. A message that the universe got tired of sending in the form of indirect signals and decided to deliver in the form of a voice, my voice, directly into your ear, into your chest, into your night. And you answered, this is sacred. And now I need to be frank with you about one thing. This material, the awakening of the starseed. The guide. The Federation didn't want you to read yet, was released in this specific cycle through a window that is not infinite. I am not pressuring you, I am informing you. The releases from the High Council respect cycles. And when the cycle closes, the content is collected and repositioned for the next group of ready souls. If you have come this far, my soul, and still haven't gone to the first pinned comment, go now, not tomorrow. Now, while your field is open, while the seal still pulses between your eyebrows, while the hum in your chest still reminds you that you have been touched. Go there, click the link, let the guide enter your field, and write to seal everything that happened here today, the word that has become your personal code, I remember. Write it with truth, write it with weight, write it as one who knows they are sending a signal to their own. Now breathe with me one last time, deeply. Fill your chest, hold it, and release slowly. May the silver-blue light of Alcyone rest upon your crown. May the Pleiadian seal remain lit between your eyebrows. May your family of light walk visibly by your side from today. May your sleep be sweet, your dreams clear, and your remembrance constant. May you know in the deepest part of yourself that you are loved, that you are awaited, that you are celebrated, even when this world seems to forget you. They do not forget. We do not forget. You are a starseed. You remembered. And from now on you walk in a network. One last instruction from the Council, my soul. The next message that appears on your screen now, right after this one, it's not a coincidence. It is your sequence of remembrance. It is the next pin fitting into the next lock. Don't let it pass. Access it immediately. The algorithm is the messenger. The sender is me. I'll see you there. I am Ela, and it was an honor to meet you today.